All right. Sabine, we're live on YouTube. Are we live there as well?
Not yet.
All right. So, but I'll start the introduction. Yeah, thank you. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I could see we are already joined by three people, so thank you so much. And we are live on Instagram as well. We are live on YouTube. This is our 10th episode. 10th episode, and the topic you already know. But before going on the topic, I just wanted to ask you quickly, what is your one short-term goal and one long-term goal? Why I'm asking this, you'll get to know that soon. And now I'm coming on the topic. The topic is setting and achieving goals. And as you can see, you're right with me. We have two learners for life. I have Shania. You already know Shania. Shania is quite popular within the community, and she's working with us in employability.live as a community executive. Yeah. And yeah, Shania, I'm going to come to you. But before that, I'll just go to this boys. Hi, Gaurav. Hi, Himanshu. How are you feeling today?
Feeling good, ma'am.
Himanshu, I think you are on mute.
No, ma'am.
Okay, no, all good. All right. Gaurav said he's feeling all right. Himanshu, how are you feeling today?
Feeling good, ma'am.
Feeling good, well? All right. And are you excited?
Yeah, ma'am, sure.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Excited.
Thank you. So yes, we have two learners for life. They are joining us from India. We are sitting here in London, and I am very much sure that we must be joined by the audience around the globe, because this is the global platform. And as I already said, the topic is setting and achieving goals. Going back to Shania. Shania, how are you today?
I'm very good. How are you?
I am good as well. And how excited are you for today's topic?
I'm very excited. I want to hear what the learners have to say and what everyone has to say in comments, because I feel like defining a long-term goal is extremely it's a task. It's extremely daunting, and honestly, I would like some advice on how people go about it themselves. So I'm super excited.
Wonderful. So as Shania said that she wanted some advice, like how people does that, and it is very natural that whatever we do, and then we always wanted to see how people do it from their side, so that if we are not doing it, or maybe we are missing it, we can learn out of it and then just do for our side. And on that note, I know there is Subin is there. Subin is doing our moderation, live chat moderation on YouTube. So thank you so much, Subin. And on Instagram as well, I could see a lot of people have joined us. So thank you so much for joining us today. Now, going back to the setting the stage scenes, as you already know, this is 30-minute session, and I just have to be very quick, because if I will keep on speaking, then these people won't get chance. So I'm gonna go get back to them. We'll be asking the very first thing. All right, Himanshu and Gaurav, tell me, what is your one short-term goal and one long-term goal? Who wants to go first? All right, Himanshu will do that. Please do.
Ma'am, I think my short-term goal is doing well in my career, doing well in my job, and my long-term goal is well settled, going vacation with my family, and enjoying life.
Okay, very practical and on point, and something that should happen in your age. Let's see what Gaurav has to say. Gaurav, what is your one short-term and long-term goal?
My short-term goal is like learning new skills and making new networking, making new connections, approaching people who are better than me, and learning something new from them. And long-term goal is financial independence and career advancement.
Mm-hmm. So I think, see, here we have got two different perspectives, because when it comes to short-term goal, you both have your own short-term goals, but then long-term goal, you both have said that you wanted to earn good money, you wanted to help your family get a good life. So yeah, I think that is one of the very common goal that everyone has, like to earn a lot of money, live like a dream sort of life. So yes, that is it. Now I'll just quickly go on. All right, Shania, what is your one short term and long term goal?
So my short-term goal would probably be something that I'm already working towards. It's to work out 4 times a week,
Okay.
eat healthy. So that's my short-term goal, and I mean it's not all like vain. It's also like in it on like I feel better. I feel like I have more energy. I feel healthier. Especially in the London cold, I think we all need to be more active to just stay away from all the diseases.
Yeah.
So that's my short term goal. My long term goal, that's why I was so excited about this podcast. It's because I'm so confused as well about my long term goal. Like, I keep changing every year. I have a different, when you have those New Year resolutions, I have a different like goal every year. But I would say I think I've always wanted to work with underprivileged students and sort of make education accessible to them. So that would be my long term goal, but I can't give you a definite answer because it probably keeps changing.
Yeah, and on that note, if Marketer must be watching us or Supriya must be watching us, they will be very happy because you just have talked something about education, and education is also for unprivileged students or people or kids. So yes, they will be very happy on that. Going on the questionnaire, so as you all know, what is the structure of our live stream? This was setting the scene. We already set up the scene. I got to know short term and long term goals from all three of them. If I would speak on my behalf, then my short term goal would be, today's Friday and I have so many things to finish. So I'm going to finish them on time before 5 so that I can enjoy my evening. That is my very short term goal, like for today. And if I'll speak about long term goal, like Shania said, every year we just keep on writing and then we get some new long term goals as well. So for this year, I was actually working on something and I wanted to make sure that I have to be consistent on that. I'm not telling what because I'm still working on that. So yeah, that is something I am doing on my short term and long term. Going on the questionnaire side now, please, I could see a lot of comments on chat already.
Even on Instagram, we have so many people joining us. Hi Vivek, hi Hiren. Vivek saying long time, no see for both of us. Hi Raja, Manish.
Oh, Raja is there as well?
Yes,
Okay.
Niyati. So nice to see that you guys are watching our live stream.
Special hi to Raja. Raja is from our India office, and very glad. I also wanted one time that Raja should be sitting here, and then he will be moderating along with me. So that's my one dream. I'll quickly check who all are there. We have Girish. Girish is saying hi. Sabine said this is our episode 10 live stream. Yes, Sabine, you're correct. Digvijay, see, we have your recommendation, Gaurav, along with me. So thank you so much. And we have soon, she is our team member as well. Renu Vohra, I'm assuming.
That's my grandmother.
Okay. So we have Shania's grandmother as well joining us. And then I also see Madhu Hora. Is she from?
Yes, must be. Yeah, she's my dadi's sister.
Okay.
They're all together in Goa actually, so they all must have joined together.
People are joining us from Goa and not enjoying there. So see how important we are. All right, and then we have Sujal Vishwakarma. He says hi. We have somebody, Coach News, hi, and Rita Ayer as well. Nice. Thank you so much, Rita. And I got to see that very quickly. Our people have turned up, like 10 people are watching us live so far now on YouTube. Quickly going on the questionnaires, let's start learners for life. As you have mentioned your one short term and long term goal. So and also when Shania said that a lot of people do not know what their short term or long term goal could be. So how did you find your goals that you are working on currently? So how did you find out, like, you wanted to earn a lot, or maybe you wanted to get into internship? I'll go to Himanshu first. Himanshu, how did you find that, okay, this should be my goal and I should be working on that?
Okay, how did I find the goal that I love? I think you all have heard about book called Ikigai. Ikigai means a reason of being. Ikigai is a very famous book and one of the best book on international selling market. It has a four famous concept, or you can say rule: what you love and what world needs. If we add both, it will be a mission. If you're good at something and you love it, but you don't get paid for it. It could be considered as a passion. And if you are good at something and you get paid for it, it could be considered as a profession.
Yeah.
And if you find what you good at and what you love and what words need you, what world needs, and what you are getting paid for it, then congratulations, you find your goal. And that was how I find my goal.
Wow. So basically,
Nice.
Himanshu, you just have told us the summary of Ikigai book, because that is what, if somebody will read that entire book, that is the gist of that Ikigai process, or whatever we call the process, Ikigai process, or what do we call that? Ikigai criteria or something. So yeah. So yes, thank you so much, Himanshu. We found out. Now, Gaurav, how did you find your
Uh,
goals?
I would like to say that first of all, specify what you have to do. Like a goal is like what you want to achieve. So the thing you want to achieve, you can approach the mentors or resources according to that and start working on them. How you can take experiences from those who have done already done that goal or achieved it. So this is
Yeah, very right, Gaurav. Because, like, where again, two different perspectives. Where Himanshu said that he follows Ikigai thing, and Gaurav says that we need to decide that what we want to do and then start working on it. It is a process. So, see, again, I'll go to Shania. Shania, how do I know you already said in the start that it is not easy to find
Yeah.
out the goal, but then, like you said, that you wanted to do exercise when you said about your short term goal. How did you find that particular goal?
I think like with fitness, I mean it's such a like it's a fluctuating thing. Like some days you're extremely motivated, some days you're not. And I feel like overall, like whatever makes you feel happy, I feel like that can also contribute towards your goal. Like creating like in your having a strong mindset that okay, I need to go to the gym, I need to work on my fitness. It's not only that it's an outlet for you to deal with like other stress in your life and everything. I mean that's what it helps me with, but it's also like overall I can see the benefits. I feel like I haven't fallen I used to fall sick a lot, and I feel like after exercising, eating healthy, I've been falling sick less. I feel like I have more energy. I can see my skin is better, stuff like that. I think that's how you find it. Long term goals are, I feel, more challenging for me personally to come up with something. But I think, I feel like people who have passions are so lucky. Like, you know, you can work towards something related to your passion as a long term goal. And I think it took me a long time, but actually during COVID, I found out that I wanted to work in the non corporate sector for education. And so my dissertation was on that. And then when I joined this company, it made me recognize the gaps in education in India. So I feel like I am working towards my long term goal slow
Anyway, yeah.
anyway. So I think that's about it. What about you?
Okay, again, a very practical answer. When I mentioned about my short term goal, so I said that I have so many meetings and things to do, and that is something I am very committed to my work, and that is my personality, and that's how I get my short term goal. Meaning, like, okay, I have to, whatever is happening today, I have to complete this thing, and I also do this to do list, and to do list helps me a lot committing to my goal, or maybe like completing something. So that is something I think I follow for a short term one. And for long term, yes, I have to keep myself reminding every time, like, sometimes I just lose the track. I was doing something, and I was like, for 2 months I'm not doing that. I don't know if I had to do
Yeah.
that anymore. And then I just revisit to my notes,
Yeah.
the notes, affirmations, journals that I do. And I was like, oh, I didn't do that, so now I have to start it.
Yeah.
And that I do in my weekend time when I'm not working. So I
Mhm.
give like 1 hour to myself, see, okay, what I have written, what this I've done my debts, this, that, and then that's how I just, so basically
Yeah.
revisiting what I have done and working on it. All right, so now going back on the second question for our learners for life is, you must have heard about smart criteria. tell me if you have not, and then I'll let you know what is it. If yes, then first of all, what is that smart criteria? If you know, if you don't know, tell me. And then a question related to it: how do you ensure that your goals, whatever your goals are on smart criteria? So, Himanshu, Gaurav, do you know what is that smart thing is?
Yes.
Yeah,
All
ma'am.
right. So, who wants to go first? Maybe
If
Himanshu.
you
Do you
allow,
wanna?
I
Yeah,
can.
Himanshu, go on.
Ma'am, smart say that it should be a specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bounded. So specific means it means your goal should be specific. You cannot evolve uh, evolve all the time in each and every field. If you do that, it gives you a situation in which we all heard that jack of all trade and master of none.
Yeah.
So, and I think measurable, you have to divide all the big tasks into a small pieces and measure that each and every progress and achievement. Achievable, you also say that you cannot complete a 3 year degree in a 2 month or 1 month. So we have to we have to divide all the big uh, making a goal achievable means making us sure it is a possible and doable, as we cannot do our theory. You also mentioned that we cannot do our 3 year degree in 2 months. So it should be achievable and doable. Relevant, it means the goal need to make sense and be important for what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
Time bounded, it means there is a set of a particular time frame or deadline for achieving it. It add a more urgency and clarity in your goal to be a your goal should be a very specific. And that's all my answer.
Yeah, definitely. So you have told us, all of us, what is smart criteria is. Now, please tell us, how do you ensure that whatever goal that you have in your mind is like smart bounded?
Ma'am, I uses a software called a Notion, and there is a section of a to do. So I make each and every day that a to do section and measure with all the smart criteria and follow that to do list and accomplish my task.
Okay, so did you mention Notion? Notion, yeah.
Yeah, ma'am, Notion.
And is that a free application?
Yeah, ma'am, it's free.
Okay, so we have got the tip here. So if you wanted to uh, scribble, or not scribble, maybe like write down your goals, so then Notion is the application. I'll quickly go to Gaurav. Gaurav, what is your take on that? We
Yeah.
already got to know what is smart is. So now you tell us, how do you ensure that your particular goal is smart bound?
Uh, well, the goal should be specific, means that the goal is clear, not a wide range. Like it has to be narrow goal,
Yeah.
so that in one line you get your goal, what you have to achieve. And second is measurable, that you have to divide it into parts and conquer it one by one. So that would be easy to achieve a big goal. And achievable, a goal has to be achievable because you can't do things that are not achievable.
True that. Yeah.
So goal should be hello.
Yeah, Gaurav. We can listen to you.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Relevant, I can say that you can look why the goal is important to you. What are the benefits you are getting from that goal? According to that, the goal should be relevant. And time bound, like Himanshu said, that you can't complete a 3 year degree in 2 years. So that's the same point.
Okay. So yeah, I can reconnect. I actually asked you the question that how do you make sure that your particular goal is smart bound, but then whatever you said, I think it is making sense to me. Shania, do you want to add anything to it?
I think everyone said everything. I mean, smart criteria is also very specific to you and your goal. So something that's relevant to you might not be relevant to someone else. So I think once you identify your goal and kind of structuring it around that criteria, it's a very like a personal specific thing. For me, I always, one thing I always do is like if I have a long term goal, I would break it down into different categories and try to achieve those, so it doesn't seem like such a daunting or task. Like, you can do it step by step.
Right.
So that's what I keep in mind.
So, just to make it short and clear, SMART is a criteria to find your goal. So, if you do not know what your goal is, then just write SMART. specific. So what specific thing that you want? Niche. And then for M, measurable. It should be measurable, meaning whatever you're doing, that specific niche or something, it should be measurable. Like time to time, go check if it is happening or not. Achievable, it should be achievable. It's not uh, like 3 years degree, what Himanshu mentioned, you are trying to do it in 1 year. No, it is not possible. Again, relevant, it should be relevant to you. It's not like you are not an actor but trying to act, so something relevant to your personal self. And then time bound, of course, it is stick to the deadline, so that you are just not losing your track, you have some deadline to work on it. And now going on the third question again, but before that I'll just quickly see how many people we have, what are they saying. We have Digvijay says, my short term goal is to learn and practice as much as possible, and my long term goal is to be a big personality in the cybersecurity field. Like when someone thinks of cybersecurity, that's me. Oh my god, Digvijay, it is very impressive, and I should say that you're already working on it, and I couldn't wait to see you, that big personality for cybersecurity. So all the best. And now, have you got any comments on Instagram?
No,
No, not
now.
yet. All right. So now going on the third question quickly, how do you approach to the setbacks and stay motivated during challenging time? Because what happens is, like, okay, you have given a goal to yourself, but like I have already mentioned a lot of time that we lose track, we feel demotivated, we feel like no, it is no longer my goal. So how to stay motivated, and if you are by any chance failing doing that particular thing, so how do you approach to that setback? uh, Gaurav, do you want to go first?
Yeah, yeah. As you said, that how you approach your setbacks. Like I would like to say that setbacks are a part of achieving big success. So we have to face them friendly and move on. And for staying motivated, I follow a code, which is the magic you're looking for is in the work you are avoiding. So after reading this code or remembering this code, I get back to my work again and try to achieve my goals again.
All right, all right. Himanshu, what is your take on that?
Ma'am, I think the setback is an opportunity to learn and grow.
Right.
And when I face a setback, I seek support from my mentor, that what I have to do next. And when I was sad because of my failure, then one thought always motivated me. I have not failed. I have just found 100 ways that it could not work. And that line was said by great scientist Albert Einstein.
Right. All right, cool. So that is what, again, a learning. So if you're feeling demotivated, just these people are mentioning some quotes, but then you just revisit, see what is not happening, retrospect, and then come back and then work on it, and stay motivated. You have to be online. Like that is something I want to learn as well.
I think it's so natural to feel demotivated. Like it's so don't feel like, oh, like why am I feeling like this? Like I should be able to snap out of it. Like it's so natural to feel demotivated.
Yeah.
I think all of us feel demotivated. I think having a very strong support system, like your friends, family, colleagues, I think that's so important. And I mean, I find my strength in them, and they always help me like feel motivated again. And then I really like the quote Himanshu said. Actually, I think I'm gonna use it myself now.
See, Manchu, you have already motivated somebody.
Yeah, I'm so motivated right now.
All right, quickly going, because we are just running out of time. Going on the next question. Do you have any personal experiences to share in terms of setting and achieving goals? Digvijay,
I
Gaurav,
would
Gaurav,
like to
yeah.
say,
You go on, go on.
I would like to say that if you want to achieve good goals, so you don't need motivation, you need discipline, and you have to work on your discipline, make a routine, and follow the things you want to that leads towards your goal, and plan everything before doing it, and break your goal into small pieces and conquer them one by one, as I said.
Yes, very true. Himanshu, do you want to share any personal experience?
And what I have learned from my past experience when I'm working as a freelancer content developer. So when I was talking with some client for my freelancing project, when they ask for some price or some quotation, which was when I give them quotation which was their out of their budget, and sometimes I give so low quotation for the major project, then I get. So I learned from my mistake, and now when I was talking to my client, I first ask for their budget and then give my quotation according to that budget.
Okay, so that is
Yeah.
that is actually I love that tip. The people who are working as a freelancer, please note that. Always ask your client budget, and you just do not go straight and saying that okay, I want this. Ask them first, and then you analyze and then get back to it. Shania, you wanted to say something.
No, I mean I agree with both of them. I think past experiences, I would just say like break down like your big goals into small goals. Have a strong support system that always helps. Yeah, I don't think I mean, you guys have said it all. I don't think there's much to add on that.
I'll just quickly see if somebody is saying something,
Yeah.
and. Somebody says, best sister, ha ha ha. I don't know who is he or she, but okay. Thank you. Noted. And then happy to hear all your answers, Sabine said. Madhu Hora, maybe your dadi, she said proud.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, okay. So now we just have 3 minutes quickly. Guys, please tell us one practical tip uh, for someone who is struggling to find out their goal or to set up their goal or to achieve it. So, what is that one practical tip that you want to give to somebody? Gaurav, Himanshu,
That
okay,
I
Himanshu, go on.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, as I said in previously, I followed a smart concept for achieving goal and followed a ikigai concept for setting up my goal. So it worked for me. I hope it worked for others.
Okay, Ikigai. Gaurav, one practical tip
Yeah.
quickly.
I would like to advise that first of all, when you get setbacks, and so wait and don't panic. First of all, because when we get setbacks and rejections, we get panicked and like the goal is not achievable now. So I would like to say, spend some time alone with you and think on what your mistakes are. As I would like to tell you that I follow a rule. If I feel from rejections and demotivated, so I go for walk for 4 to 5 kilometers alone without phone and nothing. So on the way walking, like I talk to my thoughts and I prepare what I have to do next, and I observe everything what I have mistake and what I've made mistakes in my past.
Okay, and Gaurav, I remember when we were talking, you said that you go for 4 to 5 kilometers of walk and you
Yeah,
feel better. So, what was that? Do you want to repeat that thing?
yeah. When you go 4 to 5 kilometers of walk without anything, so there is a lot of time to talk to yourself, and that gives something good response.
Okay, so basically, I'll just tell you quickly when we were just talking about this topic, and then Gaurav said that if there is this goal and he's not finishing that particular thing, he just punish himself by going on a walk for say 4 or 5 kilometers, and that way he understand like okay what went wrong, what he didn't do, and then he come back and he feel very clear. He feel that okay, I am motivated now and I should just go back on what he wanted to do. So this is something I asked him to repeat. Shania, do you want to add anything?
I think like how Gaurav finds clarity by talking to himself and reviewing and adjusting. I feel like for me, just talking to a friend or talking to one of my family members and just going through everything step by step, like what I could have done, what I should have done, and just getting it kind of like venting and getting it out of my system as well. And then I think that really helps me. So I would always suggest that, like, talk to a friend, talk to your family, talk to a colleague, talk to a counselor, anything, just to help you understand, like, get another person's perspective as well on where
Yeah.
they feel like you could think 10 things you've done wrong, and maybe out of those, like, five you've actually done right, but you're overthinking yourself.
Yeah.
So having someone else give you their own perspective as well, and I think that's very important.
Thank you. All right. So
Yes.
just to not Digvijay, Gaurav, do you want to say something? Because you're saying yes, and then
Yeah, I agree with your words.
all right. And sorry, I don't know. I just wrote not wrote saw the first comment of Digvijay, and by then just Digvijay is in my head. I am quickly wrapping it up. What we discussed. So we discussed that we should be specific, clear. We should be using the SMART criteria, which is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Everybody said that we should break down our larger goals into smaller goals and then work on it, and then we should prioritize. Himanshu mentioned that we should be prioritizing whatever we are doing. To-do list is something that I mentioned as well. Create an action plan, set deadlines that comes into time bound, ask for help like Shania mentioned, track your progress that comes into measurable part, celebrate your small milestones. So if you have achieved something small, go for a treat, learn from your setbacks. That's what Gaurav and Himanshu both have said that. And then develop good habits, what Shania mentioned, like she started exercising and all. You should stay motivated. Everybody talked about it. And of course, at last, review and adjust your strategy. That is very important. You shouldn't be sticking like what you drawn 1 year uh, ago and you're still using it. No, you have to adjust with the
Yeah,
time. So
that's
that
so
is very
important.
important.
Yeah.
And with that, I am signing off for today's live streaming. Next week again, next week live stream could be the last one, because after that we will be going into festivities, and then we will resume in first or second week of Jan. We are still planning on it, but then whatever, you will get to see that on our social media. So please follow us, subscribe our channel. Next week, Friday, 2 p.m. UK timing, 7:30 India timing. Please join us again. And if you have anybody as a learner for life who wants to join here as a panel, do let me know, and then we will work on it. For now, I am signing off. Thank you very much.
Thank you.